Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to talk about the Clone Wars. And not so much like in terms of like the episodes. This is not going to be an episode review. So on May 4th, which is going to be Monday, like one of the Star Wars holidays, uh Star Wars The Clone Wars is going to be on Disney Plus. Now we're already going to get episode 11 on this Friday, which is in 2 days from the time I'm recording this. But we're going to have the series finale on May 4th, Monday. So 3 days afterwards. Truthfully, I'm more excited about the Clone Wars going on to Disney Plus than I am with the Rise of Skywalker. If you guys want to see my review of the Rise of Skywalker, I have made three reviews of it, I believe. I know I made a review of the Rise of Skywalker with everything that I liked, everything that I disliked, and then my overall view of the movie. So if you guys want to see my review of Rise of Skywalker, go right ahead. I think episode 9 could have been better overall, because it was a disappointing ending to the Skywalker saga. And I will make a video soon on how I feel about the Skywalker saga and what I may consider as the Skywalker saga. But I did react to the Star Wars Skywalker saga trailer on the group channel I'm in charge of, which I shall put a link in the pinned comments down below. So let's just say this for some context. The Mortis story arc, the story arc where Ahsoka met those rogue Jedi Padawans, was the same story arc where she met Chewbacca, and the story arc where Ahsoka left the Jedi Order after being falsely accused of something she didn't do, and then getting kicked out of the Jedi Order, only to be asked to come back in, and she refused. Those three were my favorite story arcs of all time. And I'm not saying that the other story arcs aren't good, just those three were my favorite ones. They got debunked by the season Mandalore. Because, holy crap, Ray Park's coming back as Darth Maul, doing stop motion. Oh, the whole Ahsoka Anakin reunion was great. Ahsoka's showing her displeasure of the Jedi Order to Obi-Wan. The whole fight between Ahsoka and Anakin were great. Ahsoka and Darth Maul was great. The whole siege of Mandalore itself was epic. It was unexpected and I loved it. So when Ahsoka... And, okay, here's the thing. I love the Bad Batch episodes. Those episodes were great. It was a great story arc. The story arc where Ahsoka had met those two sisters, they were good, but I didn't love that story arc as much as I loved the Bad Batch. If we're going to contain it to the whole season 7. The season Mandalore, by far in this season alone, is the best story arc ever. And I already knew that Ahsoka, Maul, and I'm blanking on his name, Rex, was going to survive because they're all in Star Wars Rebels. They all get introduced in season 2 of Star Wars Rebels. And it's great. It's really great. And the best thing about this season is that it ties into Revenge of the Sith. and even hints. And I feel like they had Obi-Wan hint at like what happened in like the other Clone Wars series that I'm a fan of too, of the Battle of Coruscant when Shaak Ti was supposed to be defending the Chancellor and there's no communication heard from Shaak Ti. That, which it's nice to know that we can kind of say the Battle of Coruscant from the old Clone Wars series is potentially canon, with the exception of Anakin and Obi-Wan being on that planet that they were in the original series, because, you know. But still, it's nice to see that they're at least trying to connect at least some aspects of the old Clone Wars series into this Clone Wars series. It's great. And I'm more excited about this, like the Clone Wars series beyond like the final episode coming on to May 4th and the Rise of Skywalker, because let's face it, Rise of Skywalker, which I've seen in theaters, was on the news about it. I like to brag about that because I cosplayed as a Jedi opening day. Rise of Skywalker was in. Like, it was an ending to the Skywalker saga, and like I said before, I will make a video discussing how I feel about the Skywalker saga. And The Last Jedi didn't get me as excited for Episode 9 as The Siege of Mandalore has got me excited for, well, the last two episodes of the Clone Wars. Even though it's going to be hard for me, it's going to be heartbreaking for me, because I've watched this iteration of the Clone Wars ever since the movie came out in theaters 12 years ago. 12 years ago, I watched the Clone Wars movie in theaters with a good friend of mine and his father, and I liked it. I watched every single episode of the Clone Wars, especially when they came out on. At first, this was like the first 5 episodes, first 5 seasons were on Cartoon Network. The 6th season was on Netflix. I watched the entire, well, obviously with the exception of season 7 because it just came out. I watched all 6 seasons of the Clone Wars multiple times, and every single time my father asked me, "How many times have you seen this?" He asked that whenever I see a Star Wars movie or series. How many times have you seen it? My usual response is, who cares? Like, guess really, who cares? I'm a big fan of Star Wars. Let me have this. You have your hobbies. You have your obsessions. Let me have mine. And yeah, that's how much I love the series. I've watched it at least 3, 4, 5 times in general. I know it has to be at least 3. And it's gonna break my heart to see the series finale on Monday, because I'm really attached to this Clone Wars series. I'm more attached to this series than I am with the old series. And that's not me bashing the old series, because the old series is good. I like the old series. I didn't watch it when it was new, when the 2 seasons of the old Clone Wars series came on to Cartoon Network, but I'm more attached to this series because I watched it ever since the movie came out. Since the first episode in general was new. And yeah, Ahsoka might have been extremely snippy and had a lot of the youthful traits that older people wasn't a fan of, but we got to see her character growth in the entire series. We got to see her grow up and stuff like that. And she became one of the best Star Wars characters ever. She is one of my favorite clone. She is my favorite Clone Wars character in general. She's my favorite Clone Wars hero, Clone Wars character, I should say. She's my favorite Clone Wars character. And she's amazing. So I'm going to definitely be heartbroken to see the series end on May 4th. But that's just me. I might be too clinging when it comes to the Clone Wars because I just want more episodes. But everything must end, and I know that. All good things must come to an end. And the Clone Wars is a good thing that, yeah, unfortunately it has to end sooner or later. But what would be nice if we had like 9 seasons of the Clone Wars to mirror there being 9 movies in general in terms of the episodic movies. But that's just me. So how do you guys feel about the Clone Wars ending on May 4th? And which one and what are you guys most excited about to see on Disney Plus in terms of Star Wars? The Clone Wars series finale or The Rise of Skywalker, which I like to call it The Rise of Palpatine? Leave a comment down below. May the Force be with us all. Love you all. Have a nice day. Be kind to one another. And love you all.